Hello guys, welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on JFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for you to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we'll start with today's news. So it's no longer a secret, say Arsenal don't beat Tottenham Hotspur for the North London derby where they played yesterday for the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And you know, say for this place, don't they will win here. In fact, for the last 5 games we'll play here before that yesterday match, we just drew 1 and we lost 4. So everybody they hope say Tottenham Hotspur will help them beat Arsenal, all our rivals, all those kind of Manchester United, Man City, Newcastle, everybody, Chelsea, Liverpool. They were hoping Arsenal will lose, but we can't surprise them on that day. In short, for the first half, we were very, very outstanding. We played fantastic football. Our passes were accurate. We don't really do any major errors. We go talk to go lead to go. We limit Tottenham Hotspur to few chances to get, and we score our first goal as Bukayo Saka wipe shots and Iloris the thing hit somebody, deflect. Then Iloris no come manage the ball well, come touch and small the ball can enter inside the net. That was 1-0, and as we talk that one, Thomas Partey second wipe one ferocious shot where hit the bar. If say that ball enter, at least it will be one of the contenders of the goal of the season. But we can't see the pepper then as in we control possession, as in passes accurate, everything. Before you notice that happened, Odegaard wipe another shot and he entered. First wipe one, keeper point time, you can wipe another one and he entered. It was down 2-0 in the first half. For the second half, already when we do the match analysis, I was saying no two halves are equal because we already know the antecedents of Tottenham Hotspur. They are very, they didn't play well for first half, but the second half they are always very, very good. They'll come re-strategize. So they came in the second half, tried to pepper us, stretch us, but at the end of the day, just control everything they throw at us. So the match will end 2-0. And for those who notice, we don't go live on Facebook yesterday, so Facebook notify us say we were restricted again, so that's why we no fit go live. So we go restricted for 2 days, but I don't circumvent them already. I go see the post the normal show. I go try post them to the man see whether it will go. If you go, fine. If you don't go, I go wait for the 2 days again. That's what I see. They say I feel appeal them. They say get everything I post. We no pass their terms and conditions. Wetin I post, we no pass wetin I normally post. So I don't understand. So I see the watch out because sometimes now bots, nobody the human being on that machine, now they do all this, like it could be an erroneous error on their part. So at the appeal, so we just see how they go. Now for some matters arising, we come up after Arsenal play the match. If you watch after the match where Arsenal win 2-0, Richarlison and Ramsdale come to get one verbal altercation, whether a banter. I don't know what they happen. So Ramsdale come to go say, okay, let me go and pick my water bottle wait there for the back of the net. I think Bender making pick and like this one Spurs fan just come from nowhere, just kick Ramsdale for the back. You get so Ramsdale come turn everywhere, come scatter. The Arsenal fans come, Tottenham fans come, the Met police, everybody, those stewards rather not Met police, the stewards who dey for the stadium, they come, let them fish out the person. So after they drag that one, I think I just come drag Ramsdale, carry and they go say, I beg, we don't want fight, we go our own side where our fans they go that side. As they carry the fan, they go ask. I think I just look, you just see Shaka, they go for that direction. I think I just run, leave Ramsdale, run, go drag Shaka. Say, I beg, come here, guy, where they go? I know what you get hot head. I know you come back here. Yeah, they go like this. One drag and it's in trend for social media. People say, I think I know the kind of player I will get in Shaka. Say Shaka go there, Shaka go fight everybody. So you just drag out. No one here say maybe the FA give Shaka 4-match ban or something. I thought I just drag like the scenes was crazy. It was chaos everywhere again because they don't expect Arsenal to win. Arsenal always they lose for their stadium. Even when Odegaard scored, Odegaard celebrated like Thierry Henry. The way Henry self celebrates so many years ago. I just see Odegaard doing slide, doing hand like this in front of the Spurs fans. So they're going to give him some kind of derogatory hand, you know, all those kind of finger, all those kind of things. They para for him. They come flash back the same thing when Henry self do for that Spurs stadium when he self scored there, when he celebrate in front of their fans. You know, everything just they bring the similar memories again. So at the end of the day, we are very happy that we went to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, beat them 2-0, they don't even score 1 goal. And even at the case said the reason to score 1 goal to create 1 record. Don't forget the record, but even the hopes they go score against us. And we say, as I say, it's not easy for them. It's sure I never saw that coming. Me at the talk say if we go there, we even take 1-1 draw. If we draw 1-1, I would do very much okay. But surprisingly, the boys go there, did their best. Like, nobody say they struggle to win, they won convincingly. Like, we imposed our own style of play onto them. Get in short, Conte just confused everybody. They don't know what they do for that stadium. Who they go talk say no play? Get Kane play, Son play, Kulusevski play. At some point, if Charleston enter come play. So who they miss? Everybody that's supposed to play again. So I just enjoyed the battle between Saka and Sessegnon on that right flank. Because Saka lick the guy like a pot of soup. Like, Arsenal they use that place because I can't see them gang up on Martinelli for the left side. But at the end of the day, by the football lovers, the way it stands now, we are 6 points, we are 8 points rather ahead of Man City. We are 9 points ahead of Manchester United. So those are the two people they pursue us. Now the next match is going to be Arsenal versus Manchester United. That match is going to be played at the Emirates Stadium, where we'll plan to revenge the defeats we will collect for the hand of Manchester United. They're the only team that has successfully defeated us this season. So we'll play next week. I think that Sunday will be on the 22 night will be. So we'll see how everything will be. Now away from that, so Antonio Conte said come aside for the media setting, how they analyze how the match they go. But back on top say Arsenal and Manchester City are the only two sides where they challenge for the title, because the way Arsenal play, that Arsenal have a very good defense because they were very resilient in the second half. So for Arsenal to be resilient in the second half and make sure say they keep Spurs at bay, all the chances Spurs create. In short, at a point you could talk say it can't be like Spurs versus Ramsey, because Ramsdale at the end of the day got the man of the match performance. The guy kept a lot of saves. In short, in saves 90% inside the match. For you to win the title, you need some kind of powerful shot stopping saves from your goalkeeper. I guess it's part of the team. So Conte say in short, Arsenal really played very well, because if I call it watch Babatov, they analyze the football. The guy can talk say for Arsenal goalkeeper to be the man of the match, what it means was that the Tottenham Hotspur attackers were peppering him, that the attackers were very good. That means Tottenham also played well, because for a keeper to be man of the match, that means he made a lot of important saves that could have cost the team again. So that is what it is. So at the end of the day, we don't hear what Conte talks. Even that Conte they run the match before, yeah. Nah, but I don't testify say title contender, Man City and Arsenal and get that. Even in your right self, don't come outside, call the talk, say this Arsenal team, say then they very disciplined. You get say they know they carry away, say maybe because we did 8 points clear, so that means say we don't win the title. No, we've only played 18 games. There are so many games more to go, like 20 games more to go. So we know they carried away. We know our eyes on the prize. And when they interview Odegaard for the media setting, Odegaard was saying, yes, we know we are 8 points ahead, but we have to be humble. You get, so we have to take it a game at a time. Then at the end of the season, we will see where we did. You get, but all indications, all statistics, everything, history has told us that anybody waiting for the first position at this stage with this kind of country they don't get usually ends up winning the league. In short, as bad as bad, they go end up in the top 4. They can't come out of the top 4. That has always been what history has said, and it is our job to make sure history is not going to be changed. Get records will not be broken. It will be the way it is in this instance. So now what will they expect? Say at the end of the day, we either win the league or stay in the top 4. Your top 4 is already guaranteed. All we should be looking at is winning the league. And for the fact that Gabriel Jesus know there and we're performing exceedingly well, what will come happen when Gabriel Jesus come back? That's why they talked that some days ago say, if Gabriel Jesus come back now, maybe they no go bench this Edin Keita immediately. Maybe they see the know how they will look for the two of them to play together, because you go make the team go and how you go be like now this kind of dilemma. And they like me coach, they get like who I go start. I get so many players on the bench that can come in and turn things around. So that's what I'm expecting. Let's just see how things are going. I'm even Baba to observe, like I tell you now, with the Baba day for the media setting, where they interview like the pundits level. So Baba can talk say Arsenal really deserve to win that match, because you know say him that like Spurs, the former players, so he talks the way Arsenal played, like Arsenal outpassed them. Like you know, we go they ask who they home at the point. I remember what we did like when money they asked me about CHUKS, who they home, you get at the point we the one that say who they home, you get, because we played, we carry our style of play from our own Emirates house. Go another person's house, go impose them on them. Let them say, this is how you should play football. Not coming to play 10 men behind the ball. Suppose you're playing defending now. How many attack they attack? Maybe in the second half, second attack. We are always in the ascending order. The way we did they play them, like they're shocked now. They don't believe them. You get, come there, collect 2-0, keep clean sheets. Who does that? Arsenal does it. And when even PS Morgan said, don't come and say, come post for his Twitter page, because say Arsenal brilliant performance 2-0. Odegaard is score. So who needs Mudrik? See my mind thought. So when we have Odegaard, who needs Mudrik? Odegaard now 100 million. Let's say even if 100 million, let's say they go like 500 million or 1 billion. You get. So at the end of the day, Arsenal fans all over the world, I believe everybody don't forget that Mudryk saga. Now the Tottenham Hotspur issue now they talk about, nobody the reason say Mudryk wants now the Spurs issue, everybody just they happy because I believe say if to say Arsenal no win now, we'll see they remember what's happened to Mudryk, but as we win now, I think they don't console us in one way. Even David Einstein don't come outside and let us know say Arsenal don't they in contact with Barca over Rafinha. Not only David Einstein don't talk some other Palmieri, one Italian journalist where they work for Sports Italia and is the former BN Sports presenter, the guy a CNN contributor and Al Jazeera contributor when it comes to sports journalism. So these guys don't let us know say Arsenal don't contact Barca over Rafinha. But what will they hear now be say Rafinha say he would like to fight for him place for that Barca. Now Rafinha stay at Barcelona, he no go according to plan because this guy don't be third in the pecking order for the wings when they there. He has only started like 7 times this season. Now ahead of him, Ousmane Dembele did there, Gavi did there before him now. That's why he's surplus to requirements. At the same time, Corey say the Barca hierarchy they place 100 million euros for his head. So anybody wants sign and say now the amount they go play. So I never know whether Arsenal they go for him or they go for another person. But now the first fallback option where they don't mention, I don't say many more names will still come out together because we are expecting Arsenal to do something for that void where that Mudryk don't place for our hearts. So we're going to look for history itself. Many situations whereby Arsenal wanted to go for somebody at the end of the day. The price was too high. They can't leave that person. They can't go for another person. They can't mention some names like Emiliano Buendia of Norwich. Now remember when we want to sign that guy, where they thought the price is too high. We bet them. We know they no agree. We can't leave our fans. They para fans. They rake. Say why not go sign the guy? Because the guy was scoring a lot of goals for Norwich when they did for championship. But they can't come for the EPL. So we leave Buendia. We can go buy who? Odegaard. Now you're happy with Odegaard, Abi. Remember what happened between we and Vlahovic. One side Vlahovic, you offer plenty money, fans they para Arsenal no get him, Arsenal no sign this guy. What's this up? We leave Vlahovic, what's happened? We'll sign Gabriel Jesus. Lisandro Martinez, they carry man, you come in, I can't hijack the deal now, carry the price, go up. And Arsenal's philosophy, their ideology is we will never enter a bidding war with anybody. We want the right players for the right price. So as we look down and say, okay, when I carry Lisandro Martinez go, we don't want that. Who did we go and buy? We went to buy a Zinchenko. So these are many situations where we don't face all these kind of battles. At the end of the day, we go buy who we want to get. So in this case now, Mudryk now wanted to sign in, Chelsea don't come, do their wala, carry the price, go up, but we don't want to get him, carry go. So now who will be the person where we say we'll talk so we won't sign now? That is what we are looking at. Most of the watch as it will be. As now, I just believe they will surprise us, so more the watch. And my even Pep Guardiola said don't come outside the talk, say the way things stand now and say them no fit win the EPL. In short, say even the Carabao Cup, say they no fit win and get the way things be. I don't say why they do mind games. At the end of the day, last second don't say them go try to win am, you get, because say they don't win plenty, so even if they no win am, it no go mean, it no go matter. But I just believe say they try to console himself, they come out blame for him players, because whether he likes it or yes, the signing of Erling Haaland to Man City has caused them more harm than good, because now the players all road leads to Haaland, and when everybody don't understand how to catch, imagine a Luke Shaw holding Haaland. Imagine Luke Shaw no be centre back, man you use Varane and Luke Shaw to play against Man City, and Haaland no see any sniffing anything. Just like yesterday match against Arsenal where Kane no even see shot. Like you go dey ask, say Kane did this match for the first half, Kane was missing. We no see at the house where Kulusevski dey. I don't see Kulusevski because before the match they were just say Kulusevski go scatter Arsenal. The guy is very good. His left to say cha. Oh yeah, when the cha, I don't see anything. So that was part of the things they tied down Erling Haaland. No, so if teams don't understand how to hold Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne, because now De Bruyne and they deliver and they supply, he's a supplier. So when you cut off supply, Erling Haaland no fit dribble 1v1, you get. You know say you get pace to carry you better, you get. So now just hold ball, shift, boom. That's what they do, and everybody don't understand that style of play. Imagine playing in Southampton and Man City no get 1 shot on goal. Imagine playing in Manchester United, they don't even get up to 3 shots on goal. What does that go to tell you? It shows Manchester City is declining. They may not want to hear it, but it's just the sad truth. So maybe they see how this league title they go. The competition is fierce, and I like to see how it will end. Even Paul Merson himself don't come outside the advice Arsenal. Say maybe they still sign that Rafinha. Say go like the Rafinha. I know what they shock me about this Rafinha. The Manchester United, I say man, you Barca bought this guy for £55 million from Leeds. Get Why they call the tell us 100 million? Person will be saying surplus the requirements for you. Hey, they whine me and I need money. Shall we just, I don't know, the way people just the skyrocket price, just they exaggerate things. They baffle me at times. But more just the watch. I don't say even if you don't sign this one, other people did. There's no way we will carry 60 million go give Wolves. So they give us Pedro Neto, they don't give us. Wolves they will give us that. So more just the say things they go. I mean, I don't say Arsenal will shock us. They must surely sign because even Arteta self talk and say they need to sign somebody. Get the way they squad depth now. As we know that one, Arteta self know. So let's just keep our fingers crossed. My another sweet thing wey happen yesterday na the fact say we go live on YouTube and we had CHUKS on the show. CHUKS na one of the sports journalists who I know, or should I say YouTuber? I know that study journalism. He's a YouTuber. He covers Arsenal football. He get Arsenal show on YouTube, the Arsenal podcast. So I invite him. I sent him an email making join us for live. We analyze Arsenal matches of Tottenham Hotspur and you're obliged. So I did very, very happy to see the guy join. And moving on, I would invite some kind top people who don't day ahead of me. The guy down there on YouTube like 5 years. Me, I just did like 1 year, 4 months. Okay, so he get like 63,000 subscribers. Who just get 9,900. Okay, so he don't day ahead of us. We don't day before us. So I will still plan to invite some kind of people who I know say don't day the same Arsenal level. Okay, so it was fun. Just unfortunate say Facebook give us restriction. If not, we'll just go live on all platforms and he could just do for the studio. Well, it is all it is. Shall sit and come. About Gary Neville said, "Don't come outside. Come talk. See the way they see everything. Say Arsenal no go win the EPL, even though Arsenal they 8 points ahead. They say Arsenal no go win the EPL. Then they expect people like Manchester United and Man City to come win the EPL. At the end of the day, because say say that's the way he talk. Say he go vex Arsenal fans, but let him face reality. Say he go pay him. Make Arsenal win the league than say make Man City win it, because if Arsenal win it will be very good for the league. It shows anybody can break the monopoly of Manchester City and Liverpool and come in and win the league again. Don't be say they right Man City for the title there. Say it go make sense the way Arsenal they play again. So I don't know how can you talk say no one make Arsenal win the league. Don't move to you want Arsenal to win the league if Man City cannot win it. Why not talk say Man you go win it? So I don't just know how it be. Well, this is what it is. Everybody get their mouth to talk. For me, I know they talk about the league title. They are just on the low key. We just they watch as things they go. So if you never follow us for Facebook, make you follow us. As long as you watch our show and you enjoy what we do here, follow us so that our community will grow. At the same time, if you never subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe. As you know on Facebook, if you fit create an account, subscribe for YouTube. Make you subscribe because this restriction. If some of you are there for YouTube, if you see help, now will follow us. So it's just unfortunate. But subscribe if you can subscribe on our YouTube channel so that our reach will grow and our community self for there will grow, because on Facebook we have 64,000 community members. On YouTube we have 9,960 community members. You see the gap, you mad gone it gets. So that's it will be. So if you don't watch yesterday's show, check the top left corner of your screen. You go see the thumbnail. Click and see that you get all Arsenal updates as they drop all over the world. So CHUKS signing out. Enjoy the rest of your day and get out.